Hello and welcome to my unboxing and first look at the Tyranid Venomthropes. They're here in this box, £40. Seems like a fair amount of money. It looks like it's going to be 3 or 4 sprues though, so it might be justified in that respect. But yeah, 3 models, £40. It's already ringing a few alarm bells for me at that sort of price point. If it's not Nidvember, it's probably Nid-December now, Nid-December. But hey, why not? I didn't really start the Nidvember videos until middle of November anyway, so as a little bonus, there's going to be an overlap, which I hope you'll enjoy because it means I get to cover a lot more of these Tyranid models. So what you can do with this set is you can choose either the Venomthropes or the Zoanthropes. I think they did this because I don't think they had, the only kit they had before was just the Zoanthropes, so I don't think they had the Venomthropes. And they kind of look like little baby versions of a Toxicrene, but without the legs. It's just this weird, the model just ends on this tail, which is odd. It doesn't really explain how it kind of, you know, keeps itself upright and stuff. I mean, the Zoanthropes I sort of understand. They've got psychic might and, you know, probably a little bit of telekinesis going on or something like that. But the Venomthrope seems a bit odd that they're on the same sort of tails. But they do look a little bit like the Toxicrene, and they are kind of like little smaller versions. Their area of effect, their bubble changed in the new codex. It's worse. You have to get your models within a small space of them now. So I think they got worse. But as always, I will be going into their rules of 8th edition using the new codex. And the Zoanthropes, so you can make these 3 guys as well, and I think you can make a Neurothrope, which looks absolutely horrific. It's like a Zoanthrope, but just, and then some. It's got this huge, looks like it's got this bigger, more spiky sort of head piece thing, and an extra tail type scythe thing on the back. Yeah, it's horrific. I think that's an HQ choice as well, and then it just shows you some more pictures of the Venomthropes. So I do ramble on. Let's unbox this. Yeah, 3 sprues. I thought it might be 3 or 4. And you get the bases. So it comes with the 40mm bases. There we go. So you get your 40mm bases and the sprues themselves, and you also get the little instruction book. We might as well just have a look at that first of all. So either or, so just your standard instructions. Seems like a lot of parts though, a lot of stages. Yeah, a lot of these exhaust vents or chimneys or whatever. Then you got final assembly for a Neurothrope, and the Zoanthropes. There's a few pages to set those up. And then it had the old rules, you know, like the 7th edition rules. So there you go, that's the instruction book. Let's have a look at the sprues themselves. So this sprue here looks like a mishmash of Zoanthrope and Venomthropes. This model came out in 2013, so a year before the Toxicrene and Hivechrome. Tyranids haven't really had a lot of love over the past few years, since 2014, so they're definitely due for some models. The recent Start Collecting set had the Trigon, which is actually a 6-year-old model now, and it had a Broodlord, but the Broodlord again I think came out in 2014, so I think that is 3 or 4 years old. So I don't think they've had any new models in about 3 years, which is a long time. I definitely would have liked them to create some plastic versions, some more plastic versions of Forge World Tyranid models, like the Dimachieron, or a knight-sized you know, Tyranid creature. But oh well, maybe we will get that when they release some more models next year. So yeah, so you've got a mixture of Zoanthropes, and I think that's the Neurothrope actually, that head piece, and some toxic lashes for the Venomthropes. Then you've got another similar kind of sprue in a similar kind of setup look. Yeah, that's quite similar, that one. And then you've got this one too, which again, I think this is a duplicate, this one. No, it's not a duplicate, look. So you are getting 3 complete separate sprues. Yeah, I still think sort of £30 for these, or 35 would have been better than the 40. I think 40 is too much, just on looking at this. But there are a lot more parts, and posability options than, say, you know, Death Shroud Terminators, which are £35 for the 3. So take that how you wish. I will now go away and build all these. I'm definitely going to go for the Zoanthropes. I might go for the Venomthropes later on. I know that the Zoanthropes won't really match the theme I'm going for with the Toxicrene, but I will be getting a Malaceptor at some point. So that is all I want to say about the Tyranid Venomthrope slash Zoanthrope box set. I hope you're enjoying all these Tyranid specific videos. Thank you for watching them and supporting me and putting all your comments about how you use them and things. It really does help me out. And I hope you'll join me for the full review when I go through their rules and do some size comparisons and things. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. Thank you for watching. For the Norn Queen.